We are back. Oh my goodness. Yes. Your Sam Mobile weekly roundup live show is back. Oh man, after a slightly long hiatus, we have come back, people. I'm so happy to have the live show back. What is good, everyone? Hope you're all well. Hope you're all safe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm your host, Ben, from SamMobile, pretty much your video host and producer, Benjamin Abaji from SamMobile. I know it's been a while. I know this is going to feel very impromptu. But yes, usually we do try and hold a live show every Friday, but we kind of took a step back and we wanted to revamp ourselves. So hopefully you do like the new animations and the new graphics that we've seen in terms of, how we display ourselves and bring us forward. We want to make sure that we're always upgrading and give you the best quality experience. So please do let me know how the audio sounds, how the video looks. We are streaming in nice 1080p. We've got a second camera angle as well. But the main thing is that the SamMobile weekly roundup live show is back, people. And it's come back at a really good and pivotal time. One, November month as just went literally was 10 years celebration for SamMobile.com. So, 10 years, baby. 10 years of SamMobile. And on top of that as well, thanks to you all. Thanks to you, amazing, amazing Sam Mobile audience. We have hit 100,000 subscribers. Ooh, we've even gone over slightly now. 101,000 subscribers. Thanks to you all you amazing people that have come through and shown support with all the new videos that we've been pumping out. Thank you for helping Sam Mobile hit 100K. Bring the silver play button home, baby. Sam Mobile TV is now 100,000 subscribers over on YouTube. And I'm really, really, really pumped for that, man. Thank you all. We really appreciate you. What a double whammy milestone to celebrate. Coming back with the live show, celebrating 10 years, a decade of SamMobile.com. And then on top of that, man, hitting 100,000 subscribers. Going through the revival of bringing the Sam Mobile TV back to his feet. This is such a great achievement. So really wanted to say thank you all. From us at Sam Mobile to you all. And depending on permissions, we might have a special vlog video to show you a bit of behind the scenes of the core team that make up Sam Mobile and just how we celebrate. But yeah, overall, thank you for helping us hit 100,000 subscribers. Thank you for sticking with us and making us your place, your authority, all things related to Samsung news daily. Thank you for sticking with us, because we do this to create a fan platform for you all to express your love and also your frustrations about Samsung as well. And going into 2022, we are ramping it up, and we're ramping it up from the jump. And I mean from January, people. We're bringing some new exciting content, all Samsung related, for you. We are expanding and we are upping things up. We're not slowing down. We are not slowing down. But yes, your Sam Mobile weekly live show is back, baby, baby. And by the title, you've seen that the main point of topic is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is now official. And this will be the system on a chip that will be powering the upcoming Galaxy S22 without a shadow of a doubt. But there is a catch. There is a catch. There is a catch. But then we do have other topics as well, but the title just doesn't give me enough space to really expand in it. And I will make sure I jump in the comments and say hi to you all. I haven't forgotten you all. But yes, we do have the Snapdragon as the main comment. How Chinese companies are trying but failing to steal Samsung's thunder. 2022 foldables will have water resistance, but not 2022 Samsung foldables will have water resistance, but not tablets. Interesting. And then also the Note 10 experience 2 years later. We know pretty much the Note is dead, imminent, but how's the experience with the Note 10 2 years on and beyond, actually? Yeah. So yeah, those are our topics, but main focus will be on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Generation 1. Let's move over to the chat and say hi to you lovely, amazing people that have just stuck it with us, man. Really, really appreciate you all. I'm so glad to be having a Sam Mobile weekly roundup back in action. Whoo! Love the new animations. Looks even more professional. Whew. So who do we have in the comments? We've got the man himself, Barry Johnson. What's good, Barry? I'm watching, but may not be interactive. No problem. Took the day off to clean up the studio. Yeah. Clean up day is important. I try and clean and organize as I go, so I don't have to spend a whole day having to do it, man. Because I have no days off. I have weird evenings off, but I have no days off, my friend. So yes, you got me for an hour. You've got me for an hour. Hi, everyone. And Ben, what's good? Jimmy Fire Dragon. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? We are doing great. Instant viral. Congratulations. Thank you. If it wasn't for all of you that are subscribed, turning on notifications so you're not missing any future videos on the Sam Mobile TV channel, we would not be where we are. And we are so excited because we were not expecting to hit 100K this year. And we did it well before the end of the year. That gives us even more motivation. We have got big, like, I'm not over exaggerating this. We have got big things lined up for you for 2022. Massive, massive. And we are starting from the jump. So I'm excited, and I hope you all are as excited as I am, because we're going to be showing you some new stuff all the way through. Thank you, man. Thomas, hi, what's good? Damn you, Exynos 2200. Hey, we don't know, but then we do have the AMD and Exynos partnership. More on that. Yes, Danny, boss man himself, he says hello, awesome starting animations, and a big, big thank you to you, and a big shout out to Naomi as well, man. She smashed it. It's got like a very SamMobile on brand feel to the animations, but especially with the Matrix Resurrections coming out, and I'm a big Matrix fan, it has a very Matrix into the vibe to it as well. Yeah. We've even got stuff like, if there's an interruption for some reason, guess what? I can just be like, be right back. And I'm back. Fun stuff like that, man. We really took our time. We took a step back, and we wanted to make sure that we came with the quality improvements to make sure that your live show is as professional as possible. And it's not just for the live crew as well that are on here right now, which you are the greatest of all time, the GOATs, but it's also for the replay crews, so that you have the best experience when it comes to your Sam Mobile Weekly Roundup live show. And we are back, baby. We are back. We are back in the business. So Exynos 2200 versus the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 versus the A15. Which one do you think will be king? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. This channel deserves to hit 1 million subs by the end of 2022. Ooh, you're giving me work to do, huh? You're giving me work to do. You're giving me work to do. But let's see how it looks, man. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how we get on. Let's see how we get on. Thank you all for joining. All of you that are in the live chat, thank you all for joining. And oh yeah, oh my days, we are in, we are in, we are in, we are in. We are in, we are in. Should be fun. Should be fun. Should be fun. So, how are we kicking things off? Of course, we got to kick things off with the title. What's there? And Qualcomm are holding, and I'm gonna put this out there, but I would like to go to one of their Snapdragon summits. But Qualcomm are holding, and what looks to be in person, their annual Snapdragon summit. And at the summit is when they announce all their new hardware technologies, all their new software technologies. And we do know that this is where yearly on clockwork, by the end of the year into December, into 2022, basically, they announced a slew of their new system on the chips that they've been designing, working on, that will be powering Android phones. And in particularly, it is always going to be the dibs on the first Galaxy S series flagships that come out. And as we know, it is now the first topic which we are going to be talking about. Ooh, the Snapdragon 8 Generation 1. Oh, okay. We do have a slight name change. So we are pretty much going to dissect this article. But one thing I will say is this. We did do a video roundup yesterday. So highly recommend you, and we prompt you to go catch up with the videos that we produced throughout the week, which is our thoughts on One UI 4.1 and when it should be coming, as well as the roundup for the Galaxy S22 flagship SoC, which is the Snapdragon Gen 8. So highly recommend that you catch up with those videos on SamMobile TV on YouTube. But we are going to break down this article here, where it states on sammobile.com, which we highly recommend you go over and you subscribe for an ad-free experience as well, and to keep up with all the latest news in the world of Samsung daily. We do have in-house resident Asif. Nice one with the article. And this article was published 2 days ago on the 1st of December, when the Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 was announced and official. And we're going to break it down in terms of what we are getting from Qualcomm and what they've developed with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Now, naming aside, we were expecting this to be called the Snapdragon 898. And I've missed talking into this mic. Ooh, live show, man. Miss it. It's great to be on a live show again. Weekly roundup, people. Subscribe, share it out on Twitter, share it out on Instagram. Get all your friends and family, all your fans that are Samsung in here, because we are back better than ever, people. Woo! And the title says the next flagship Qualcomm Snapdragon chip for Samsung Galaxy phones announced. Oh, yeah. And it says Qualcomm has finally unveiled its latest flagship smartphone chipset, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Yes, the company is changing the naming structure for its processors, as stated. This chipset is expected to power the Galaxy S22 series in various markets, very important, including Africa, Asia, and US. Europe. See, I miss those manual sound effects. I don't get to behave like this in videos, right? I've got to be a bit more professional in videos, but I can act up a bit in live shows. That's why I miss doing them. So, yeah. It competes with MediaTek's recently announced Dimensity 900, is it 900 or 9000 processor, and Samsung's upcoming Exynos 2200. Next title head, we've got the subtitle that says Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is built on Samsung's Foundry 4nm fabrication process node. Ooh, so it's a Samsung processor secretly. Nah, only joking. Only by fabrication, but not by design. The Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is built using Samsung's Foundry 4nm process and uses ARM's V9 cores. The chipset has one Cortex X2 CPU core clocked at 3 GHz, 3 Cortex A710 CPUs that's clocked at 2.5 GHz in terms of the mid, and you've got 4 Cortex A510 CPUs that are clocked at 1.8 GHz. So it goes from a 1-3-4 configuration, working from the most powerful down. The company is promising 20% faster CPU performance over and or 30% improved power efficiency because of the fabrication drop and also the optimizations that will come with it. This new chipset does have 6 megabytes of level 3 cache memory, which is 50% higher than the Snapdragon 888's 4 megabytes of level 3 cache. Okay. Graphics processing is handled by Qualcomm's next-gen Adreno GPU that promises 30% faster performance and or 25% power savings compared to the Snapdragon 888. The new GPU also features 60% faster graphics performance in apps or games that use the Vulkan application program interface API. It also features VRS, that is variable rate shading. Now, this tech is what you see in the new consoles, in the Xbox Series S, X, as well as the PS5. By principle, volumetric rendering, high refresh rate HDR gaming. Okay, the chipset is also capable and compatible with 3200 megahertz low power double data rate generation 5 LPDDR5 quad channel random access RAM, and it is using 51.2 gigabits per second memory bandwidth, and it does support universal flash storage, UFS 3.1 storage. Pardon me, I like to break down acronyms and chew them down. This is a quick snapshot of pretty much what you should be seeing in terms of the overall look of it. But where I'm really excited is improvements to the image signal processor, the ISP. It has gone up from a 14-bit to an 18-bit Spectra ISP inside the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, and it can handle 36 megapixel cameras simultaneously with zero shutter lag. Wow, let's hope. It's also capable of up to 200 megapixel phone sensors. What a coincidence. Complete with zero shutter lag. The ISP can also support 8K 30 frames a second, up from 24, and 4K 120 video recording with 10-bit HDR. And you pretty much have infinite 720p slow motion recording at 960 frames a second is supported. Okay, the processor itself supports HDR10, HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision, and HLG, which is the hybrid log gamma video playback. Wow, so that means they've got hardware accelerated video decoding and encoding for HDR content and 10-bit video. Nice. Qualcomm usually leads the industry when it comes to connectivity, and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is no different. Absolutely true. The chipset's integrated X65 5G supports up to 10 gigabits per second download speeds and 3 gigabits per second upload speeds on the millimeter wave networks, which I believe is only available in the US at the minute. The modem also supports both millimeter wave and sub 6 SA standalone and non standalone networks. And other connectivity that is supported is multi frequency GPS, Wi Fi 6E, as well as Wi Fi 6 better connectivity, Bluetooth 5.2, and USB C 3.2. Love to see USB 4 with Thunderbolt support very soon. Oh, I've missed the show, man. I've missed the show. If you can't tell, I have missed the show. Let's move on to artificial intelligence, i.e., the buzzword that is known as AI. The seventh generation AI engine inside the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 promises to offer 70% faster AI performance, higher shared memory, and higher power efficiency while performing AI tasks such as audio and image recognition. It also is the first Android ready SE or special edition capable device chipset. It provides high data security levels to provide better support for standardized digital keys, digital driver license, and other documents. Interesting. Oh, and the last final header. Samsung's 2022 high-end Galaxy smartphones could use the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. And I like what you did there, Asif. Good look. The Galaxy S22, S22 Plus, S22 Ultra will be launched somewhere in February 2022 if rumors are to believe. Take it with a pinch of salt and a grain. I expected to use the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Samsung's next generation foldable phones that could be released in the second half of 2022 could use this chipset as well. At least we're going by the company's track record, which is true. It will be interesting to see how the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 competes with the Exynos 2200, which is expected to use the same ARM v9 CPU cores. The upcoming Exynos flagship could also use an AMD Radeon mobile GPU based on the RDNA 2 architecture, which will support VRS ray tracing as well. Moreover, the Exynos 2200 is also expected to be fabricated on Samsung's own pretty much the same 4nm fabrication process. With so many things in common. No, we're back. Okay, cool. My internet is an enemy of progress. It's like it does not want me to enjoy the fact that I'm back doing these live shows. It behaves all the time, and it gets to this point, and I don't even know how much you've missed, but I really, really apologize, man. Really, really apologize. But again, we do highly recommend that. Let's bring it back. 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 Highly recommend, and we will have it all in the description below. We highly recommend that you break down this article on the newly announced Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. It is the hottest topic at the minute in all relations to what we should be expecting to see in terms of feature sets for the next generation Galaxy flagship, the Galaxy S22. What we also did say is that if you do catch up on the video that we made on it, yes, we had a video roundup of the Galaxy S22 and what will be powering it, which is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Definitely check it out on our YouTube channel and the videos this week. And also check out the One UI 4.1 video as well. Our thoughts on it, what we think will be in it, what we'd like to see in it, and when we think is going to be coming, which kind of follows up with the device that we just talked about in preempt to it. So definitely check it out. Visit us at SamMobile.com for all the latest news in the world of Samsung Daily, and also to break down this article that is on the Snapdragon 8 Generation 1. Thoughts and opinions. Qualcomm have a great track record. One of the things I'm very, very excited about, and one of the features that I've just really, really, really come to love for the fact that it's fun, but appreciate for how good it is video portrait mode. I love video portrait mode, people, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. But video portrait mode is clutch. I've come to just appreciate video portrait mode so much on the Galaxy S21 series, man. Video portrait mode is absolutely clutch. And it's now coming in 4K. They have a dedicated bokeh engine that is actually built into the system on a chip that will deal with video portrait mode and picture portrait mode on a hardware level, and it's in 4K. And I hope, because one of the things you lose with video portrait mode on the Galaxy S21 when you go into it is that you lose video stabilization and you lose the ability to record in 4K. And the fact, oh, it's echoing. Are we echoing? Oh dear. Do we have an echo? I hope we don't. Hold on. Hold on a minute. We shouldn't be getting an echo. Are we good for sound? Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. I was gonna say, cool. Because where was when? Okay, perfect. Yes, so you do lose video stabilization when you go into video portrait mode on the Galaxy S21 series, right? And also, it's limited to 1080p. But it has become one of my favorite features, especially for me. I post a lot of stories on my Instagram as well as Instagram for SamMobile, and I always like to pre-record them. And being able to record in video portrait mode, especially when you see it outdoors and stuff, it just looks so good. It looks so good. Went on holiday to Dubai, and yeah, that boat ride with video portrait mode, one of my favorite videos that I took, looks so epic. So being able to have it in 4K, this is great. This is great. And in general, when it comes to 5G and it comes to just general performance and efficiencies, Qualcomm have a very good track record. Their GPUs with their Adreno GPUs are very, very good, very, very strong. Qualcomm have a good track record. The only thing that we've got fingers crossed for ourselves is that it's all well and good when Qualcomm has this consistency of, yes, they showcase the best case scenario of all the features that it can do, but at the end of the day, they are not a phone manufacturer, right? They don't have to build these chipsets into phones that have to communicate with other things inside the phone and fight with the space inside the phone, fight with the thermals, fight with the design, fight with the software optimization per which OEM and what they're going to use. Now, what is going to be very interesting is Exynos 2200. What are we going to get in terms of Samsung's feature sets and what will be enabled? Because let's be honest, some things sometimes get held back just for level parity in terms of the availability. I'm based in Europe. I ain't going to be seeing a Snapdragon unless I get a foldable based on track record. If it's for the S series that I'm going for, it's most likely going to be the Exynos 2200, like what you find in this S21 Ultra minus the 2100. And generally speaking, I don't have a problem with it. But when we see this feature set, we're wanting to see, okay, how much of what's being displayed at the Qualcomm Summit with the Snapdragon Summit on their new flagship SoC, how much of we were going to translate? Are we actually going to get more features on the Exynos model and then the Exynos has to scale back? We don't know. But one thing I do hope is, for my personal and selfish needs, 4K video portrait mode on a rear and a selfie camera. Yes, please. And give me video stabilization, and boy, we are on the map for it. We've got expectations at this point. Exynos has been around for a while now, right? We've got expectations for a standard for how it needs to perform, especially when it comes to, I wouldn't say the hype, but this partnership of what should be with AMD, with their Radeon Technology Group's graphics. We just want to see it come to a point where it starts to get into its own now, right? We know Exynos has gone through a lot of reform, but Exynos has been around for a while now. So let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts. What do you think the Exynos 2200 will have to answer to what Qualcomm, as well as the Dimensity 9000, have laid down in terms of their gauntlet for their new 4 nanometer fabrication process and their new flagship SoC? Now, back to the chat. Boom. Ho, ho, ho. Ah, I've missed this. I've missed this. I've missed this. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Um, Mind my network being down up, unfortunately, it's just, I don't know. Just sometimes it just wants to be an enemy of progress for no reason. But in the meantime, let's dissect the comments and then we're going to go on to topic number 2, 3, and 4. So where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Oh. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And this is Jimmy Fire Dragon says, what do you think will be the better Dimensity 7000, 9000, Exynos 2200? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, is it really gonna matter? Is it really gonna matter? I think these chipsets have just gotten so good to the point where is it really gonna matter? I'm just more worried about the chip. I'm more worried about the feature sets that they will enable and the real world usage, right? Network speeds being more efficient. Because I've narrowed it down. The reason why I've been getting bad battery life on my Galaxy S21 Ultra is not because the S21 Ultra has bad battery life. The 5G in there is very, very resource intensive. Like, I had a day when we were out in Dubai. I had a day where I had no 5G connection. I had no data connection, but I had a SIM card in there because there was just Wi-Fi everywhere, right? So I turned the 5G down to 4G LTE. There was no data plan on there. Where we were at the World Expo, there was Wi-Fi everywhere. So we were just bouncing off Wi-Fi. I had the same equivalent screen on time that I would get when I'm in the UK, nation capital in London, where I get ridiculously strong 5G, but yeah, it lasted the whole day. And I mean, it lasted the whole day. And the day we had was not a short day, it was an intense and very active day. That's when I narrowed it down. So I'm looking for things like which one is going to be more efficient when it's using cellular data, when it comes to 5G, when it comes to 4G, especially when it comes to 5G. Which one is going to be better in terms of the feature sets that is going to enable when it comes to the camera? What is it going to do in terms of image processing pipeline? Because unfortunately, there has been a difference in how the images are processed per ISP, even within the same model phone. It's just the unfortunate fact. What you do, what you put out in your camera samples will be determined by which chipsets that's in there, even if it's the same model. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Not the outright performance, but how is the usability and the real world features gonna translate in the end, right? Are we then gonna get progression to have proper zero shutter lag? Finally, I'm looking at those two things. So let's hope and see. Hopefully that gives you a comprehensive answer. Adamson Palmer, what to expect? What to expect for the Galaxy S22 Ultra? Hey, we did a video on it. Go check it. Go check it. Go check that video, man. We did a video on it. We put two and one together with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 as well as the Galaxy S22 Ultra, and we did an S22 Ultra Tech Talk video on it as well. So we've got the content covered for you, man. Just check them out. Much higher quality, much more in depth. What are the specs of the 8 Gen 1? We went through them already. Absolutely love your videos. We really appreciate, we love your support as well, man. Thank you very much, Abbas. Hamza, expectations for the Galaxy S2200, the Exynos 2200, it just needs to be on par. Efficiencies need to be better. And in terms of the feature sets, it needs to be on par with what we've seen with the 8 Gen 1 with Snapdragon. But it's all about the efficiencies. Efficiencies on the 5G, efficiencies on the battery drain. That's it. Performance-wise, Exynos is fine now. Jimmy Fire Dragon 9000, can't wait for the Xiaomi 12. Oof. Trust you to say that. We don't want to hear that. Hell no. Okay, so Echo, echo, go on. No echo. It was when you were showing the Galaxy S21 Ultra. There was earlier temporary no echo. Okay. Meaning how do you translate it? Can't wait for the One UI 4. Yep. Got a lot of One UI videos. My region will support Exynos and AMD, and I wish it's up to the hype because I want to upgrade. iRoyal. Yeah. Yeah. Let's hope. And you're coming from the Galaxy Note 8. Wow. Interesting. Keep that phone, but upgrade nonetheless. Jennifer says the hype is always there. We have to wait and see. Absolutely correct. Uzoma A says personally, I trust Samsung with Exynos 2200, but at the same time, I feel like other companies will outperform it. We just have to wait and see, man. There's always hope. There's always hope. Bailey, yes, it says 4K portrait video. Absolutely, man. Portland, Jamaican house. And I bought the Galaxy S21 Ultra when I was tired and I was tried it when it was tried and tested. Yeah, absolutely, it holds its place. Um, so I bought the Galaxy S. Yeah, yeah, they improved the Exynos on the 2100 chip, but it wasn't a raw upgrade compared to the other competitor. It was a raw upgrade. And you got 8K video HDR, yes, in 30 frames a second, absolutely. Battery life improvements, absolutely. John Fernando says Z Fold 2 or the Note 20 Ultra, similar price. Foldable. I would say the Z Fold 2 personally. That's me. That's me personally. Um, Also, I'm not like any who other hate it. I'm waiting for the Bixby 4.0. Okay, interesting. Bixby. Comments have been digested, people. Who's ready for the next topic? Wow. Wow. Next topic, baby. Let me get some water. Second bottle. First bottle is empty. Second bottle is in there. The gift and the curse of talking too damn much and too damn fast, people. Oh. Weekly live shows back, people. Woo! I'm gonna try and get Mr. Savage back on. If you don't know who Mr. Savage is Mr. Abhijit. He will be back soon. But today I kind of thought, let me just allow him. I didn't want to torture him too much. I wanted to kind of like, just ease us back in slowly as the show is coming back. Next article is on SamMobile.com as per usual. This is by Mr. Danny himself. Okay, when he decides to write an opinion piece, you know something is coming down. He's feeling it. Legend says that there's a cat that bothers him, hence why he does these articles. You'll get the joke there. And it says Chinese companies are trying but failing to steal Samsung's thunder. This article was posted today. Okay, you sneaky little bugger. Snuck the article in today just before the live show. Cool, I get that. Definitely check this article out. We'll have it in the description below. And also make sure you are over at SamMobile.com. Subscribe for an ad-free experience. And let's break down this article. As the leading smartphone vendor globally, Samsung obviously has a lot of competition. Hell yeah. Chinese smartphone companies in particular have been trying to steal the company's market share. They are pulling out all the stops to try and beat Samsung at its own game. Okay, it's a game. It's not about the numbers though. It's also about stealing the spotlight, something Samsung knows a thing or two about. The company significantly increased its marketing efforts to elevate its brand value. It took Apple head on with ads that were daring and sometimes even controversial. But we can agree on the controversial side of things. For example, Samsung's brilliantly executed Next Big Thing ad campaign drove Apple crazy. Its marketing head, Phil Schiller, asked his team in an email, has Apple lost its cool to Samsung? Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. And that. We have a lot of work to do to turn this around. The company reportedly even considering switching its ad agencies to mount an effective response to Samsung's marketing blitz. Hell yeah. I am going to pause it for a minute because I think it's only right to acknowledge when a super chat lands. Direct support is something we really do appreciate. And Uzuma A, Thank you for the £1 super chat. What that tells me is that you are UK based. Shout out to the 23, 25 concurrent viewers that are live with us right now. For our comeback show, we really appreciate it. Again, super chats are open. It's not mandatory, but direct support to us, man. We really appreciate it. And it means that you guys do appreciate the live support that we're giving you and shows that we're giving you. We just want to try and make it not just high quality, but entertaining for you as well as informative, giving you all the news in the world of Samsung daily. Big thank you for the £1 super chat, my man. Appreciate it. Samsung now finds itself in a completely different league, with Apple basically giving up on innovation and Samsung leading the foldable revolution. Its greatest threats now comes from companies that are going after its bread and butter. Man, bread and butter? What bread are they using? Sliced, unsliced? What butter is it? Lurpak? I hope it's Lurpak. There was, and it says, the mid range and entry level smartphones are some of the best selling Samsung phones. There's also what keeps Samsung at the top of the global smartphone suppliers list. Chinese OEMs like Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo, etc. have been aggressively targeting this segment in a bid to turn tables around. Yeah, I've got to admit that's true. There was a time that Samsung's lead did seem to be in trouble. Huawei was rapidly gaining market share in key regions. It was even close to officially launching smartphones in the US, a major market that had always been off limits to it. Things unraveled quickly for Huawei after it landed in hot water with the US government, and nothing has been the same for its smartphone division ever since. That's true. Huawei's downfall gave the other Chinese OEMs hope that perhaps they might be able to go after Samsung with the same ferocity. That hasn't really worked out for them, though. For the most part, those companies are competing against each other rather than causing a headache for Samsung, which is true. One of the ways most Chinese OEMs are approaching this by launching devices that are very competitively priced and often making them super fluffiest claims about features. Okay, charging speed claims are a favorite. I do like charging speeds, man. We already have a great video explaining why these charging speed claims could be taken with a grain of salt. Yeah, that's true. That is true. These companies can't really grow at a scale to target Samsung if they are just cannibalizing each other. Yep. They do continue to find growth opportunities in some markets, but significant leaps remain elusive. That is very, very true. That is very, very true. Um, Due to geopolitics and ooh, let's see. Geopolitics and the general anti-China sentiment in the West and the fallout for the Chinese OEMs for the Huawei debacle. The opportunities are simply just not there anymore. The USA, one of the most lucrative smartphone markets, remains and still remains effectively off limits. Samsung doesn't have that limitation, which is very, very, very true. There's also the fact that the specs arms race has cooled. Very true. That one I agree. There's also a lot more that goes into the decision about which phone to buy these days than just gigahertz, gigabytes, and megapixels. Yes, the ergonomic and this one, I know I'm pausing, but I really like this article piece. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I like it because it's really driving down beyond the experience when it comes to the spec sheet, and it's so true. The economic uncertainty stemming from the pandemic has made people hold up on their smartphones for a lot longer, mostly buying items that give them the best bang for the buck. But more than ever, before the brand reputation, community, and support that an OEM is able to provide acts as a major consideration for the customers. Aftercare, yes, Samsung offers all three, and no other Chinese OEM can match that. That is very true. That's one of the reasons why Samsung doesn't need to worry about these OEMs too much. It must keep an eye on the competition, of course, but since the Chinese OEMs always have a trick up their sleeve, that is very true. For a long time, there has been a perception that perhaps some of the companies receive state support. Ooh, that's quite controversial for you to put in an article. That's why they're able to price their phones so aggressively because effectively they're being subsidized. That might help win the market share, but relatively weaker after sales support compared to Samsung would mean that sustaining the market will always be a challenge. While that might or might not be the case, the guidance for customers is clear. Don't just buy a phone because it's the cheapest of all of them. Buy them competitively priced, and it also comes with the promise of great aftercare, sales support, and dedicated community and software support as well, man. If that's backed by a community like SamMobile, that's even better. Boom. We really dig that, man. That's a really good opinion piece, Danny. Dig that. Dig that. And I think really the article speaks for itself. It really speaks for itself. It just really tells you just how, how we go back and forth. Pause, because we have another super chat. Wow, you guys are really firing today. What's going on? You must have really missed us, man. Shout out to Jennifer. Thank you for the €5 super chat. Don't know where in Europe you are or where in the EU you are, but your direct contribution does not go unnoticed. And that's something I'd really like to just direct and, address straight away. That is awesome of you. Really, really, really appreciate your support. Really appreciate the fact that you're enjoying the live show and the return of it as well. And it means a lot. It really does mean a lot. This I've been bugging the guys in times like, look, we gotta get the live show back, man. This is where I get to really be me and just vibe and just have fun, right? I get to talk really fast. I get to have a bit of fun. And I get to still give you an informative take on the efforts that really go in with the team. Sam Mobile is a collective, man. Great writers. I'm the solo video producer at the minute, but we'll see how the future holds. But I'm trying to bring the best elevation to it all for you. And we just cannot wait to give you more of this and even more of what's coming next year. So watch out for it, no doubt. But should be good, and we're really looking forward to it. But again, Jennifer, thank you for your €5 super chat. Really appreciate it. And again, the opinion piece really speaks for itself, man. Competition is good. I think this level of competition really will keep Samsung on its toes. But it really just does sing into the place of where, hey, it's not always about going for the cheapest. Especially, you have to think about buying habits and buying methods. That's one thing that probably Danny forgot to put in there as well. Buying habits and buying methods. These other OEMs tend to not have good carrier network relationships. There's more than just pricing a phone outright. There's also retailer availability, retailer access. And again, this is coming from someone like me. I've come from a telecommunications, retail, and sales background, as well as a training background. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. How people buy phones globally, especially in the Western world, where these sales are carried heavily, from mid-range all the way up to flagship, it's all down to carrier availability. Carrier availability, monthly payments. And if you don't have those strong, consistent carrier availability, support, and networks, your customer base is really going to struggle to have a subsidized price access when they're due for upgrades and want to get these phones. That's another thing that makes a very big difference in terms of the tide shift of market share and genuine sustained market share as well. So that speaks for itself, man. Good competition, but I think Samsung is safe and they are in a good place. Let's come back into the comment section, man. Boom. So we've got Jennifer that states that because they think people buy the chipset, not the whole phone. Okay, thanks, no worries. Well, Huawei had it's nothing to do with politics. Samsung had a reputation 30 years in the making. That's true. That is true. So you are based in Malta. Awesome. Follow us everywhere on Sam Mobile, and we really appreciate your support, Jennifer. Thank you. Whew. We are into the stride. We are into the stride, people. Water. My gift and the curse is I'll go for a lot of water. 3 bottles. We're on bottle number 2. It's like a bottle per topic. Who's having fun? I'm having fun. Article number 3, baby, baby. Let's get in. You've got me for an hour, man. I want to make sure that it's the worthwhile hour, and we have got the next topic, which is titled on SamMobile.com, which we highly recommend you visit. Subscribe for an ad-free experience as per usual as well. And the title does state that in 2022, Samsung foldables will be water resistant. Yeah, that's true because they were water resistant this year, i.e., your flip free and your fold free, but not its tablets. Ooh, sore point. And this article here was by Mr. Ambajit himself and was posted yesterday. He's my yin to my yang, that guy. So yes, we're gonna break down this article and talk about priorities in protection against the elements, water, resistance, and dust. And the article pretty much states that water resistance is a feature that doesn't make the headlines often enough. Yeah. Yet the two big players in the mobile field, Samsung and Apple, make it a point to include water resistance and dust resistance in all their flagship phones, and some other manufacturers do so as well. Samsung, of course, has been doing it a lot longer than many of the competition. Fun fact, since the Galaxy S5 and S5 active days, if you remember those active devices, Samsung's 2016, all flagship phones had featured the IP68 certification, which means they're full dust and resistance, capable of 30 minutes, 1.5 meters of water. Basically, brush off the random liquid spills on a trip in the rain, unless it's heavy rain downpour, in which case you shouldn't really be using your phone, water resistance or not. Yeah, the touch response goes out the window as well, if I'm going to be very honest with you. Now, this year, Samsung even managed to make its foldable phones water resistant, which is a feat that impresses all at SamMobile.com. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But it's also made us even more aware of the fact that the half a decade since Samsung made water resistance and dust resistance a standard on their flagships, the company still doesn't want to do that for tablets that support it. Okay. It won't have and it won't have one next year either. The Galaxy Tab S8 lineup will have plenty of exciting features, but an IP rating will not be one of them. None of the rumors have mentioned it, and our sources have also confirmed that the water and dust resistance will not be available on the Tab S8, S8 Plus, and the S8 Ultra. That means we can assume that another year will go without Samsung adding elemental protection. I like that, elemental protection to its tablets. There are plenty of situations where water resistance on a tablet would be handy. The most obvious one is when you're taking a long, hot bath using your tablet in there. I know Amajit was not happy to write that. Oh, I love the live show. This is so good. This is so good. Many people use their tablets in the kitchen to follow recipes or pass time as they cook or do the dishes. If you let your kids use your tablet, that's true. Oh, my days. I'm going to tell you a story after. That's so funny. If you let your kids use the tablet, you'll probably where the water resistance could be incredibly useful. Yo, that is the big. Okay, let me finish this. Heck, even many of us adults are guilty of spilling drink on our tablet or laptop at some point in our life. There have even been water resistance tablets in the market before. Sony made some, and it would be really awesome if Samsung could take a cue from the Japanese manufacturer. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like 2022 will bring good news on that front. Maybe 2023 will. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Okay, this is a good article because it was in the end where things just got really, really juicy and interesting. My white Galaxy Note 4 and my Galaxy Tab S2. My firstborn, David, bless him. He's turning 8 this month. Love that kid. Technically in 9 days' time. Oh, damn, they grow so quick. The kid dunked the Note 4 in white. Oh, he dunked it in water and he dunked the Tab S2 in water. Oh, no. You just brought back a traumatic memory, especially the Galaxy Note 4. The Note 4 in the UK, the Note 4 after that was the what did we get? It was the Note 5. We didn't get the Note 5, I believe. We got the S6 Edge. And then after the Note 5, it was meant to be the Note 7. We all know what happened. So the Note 4 was the last Note before the UK got the Note 8. There was such a big gap in the Note. So not having a Note device here that got dunked and what I can't believe it. And that Tab S2 as well. Oh no, 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 no. Samsung, you do. You really do need to actually sort out a water and dust resistance for your tablets. I'm deep in it now. You really actually have to. I didn't actually see it as a thing, but you really do. I think you really do. That's actually a good shout. That reason alone, if you got kids, oh my days, yeah, you got to, yeah. That that just speaks for itself. I was very skeptical and thinking, really, what resistance to the tablet? But I just remembered, oh, my Tab S2 and the Galaxy Note 4, treacherous ending. I tell you, that's a good article piece. So yeah, do we need to put another petition? Because our petition to bring back the Note, if the S22 Ultra is a Note replacement, to come back early next year in 2022, I guess Samsung listened. So we might have to do another petition for IP68 on the tablets. Let us know in the live chat as well as in the comment section below if you are watching this back replayed. Bang. Ooh, vibes in that. Okay. Let's check the comments as per. Make sure. And so, what's your favorite chipset so far? I don't really have a favorite chipset. I don't really go by chipset favorite. I'll go by like what's my favorite phone or what's my favorite Galaxy device. My favorite Galaxy device of all time is the Galaxy Note 4 and the Galaxy S7 Edge. Those two phones are just too special to me. Bailey says my daughter's birthday is on the 12th. My general. Oh, okay, nice, nice, interesting. Landing kids at the same time. I like that. What's your opinion on the Note series coming to an end? And also, do you have a Note at the moment? I don't have a Note at the moment. The Note coming to an end again. We always want to plug it. We did a Tech Talk video. Go to our Tech Talk playlist. Go to our Tech Talk playlist. We have a great slew of videos in our Tech Talk playlist where we share our thoughts and opinions on. I'll drop it in the chat. I'll pin it as well. And yeah, check out our Tech Talk playlist. You'll have all our thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. Really, really good. We kind of like to bring a vibe to it. So hopefully you appreciate it. Um, bam, 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 bam. And she's going to be 21. Awesome. Even if you have pets. Yes, pets too. Wow. Kids and pets, standout features that really need protection against the elements. Good one. Good one. We're going to chow through this one very, very quickly because we are pretty much at the end. We always want to keep these a nice, sweet 1 hour just to make it bearable for you all as our live audience. But also, we want the live crew, the replay crew, to really have a nice 1 hour podcast style to really just dive in, have fun, and really listen to it. The last one is going to be on the Galaxy Note 10 experience. And this one was by my man himself. Happy birthday to you, Mihai. Mihai is one of our writers. It's his birthday today. Happy born day, happy Earth Day, happy birthday, my man. And he dropped basically a 2 years later experience on the Galaxy Note 10. And I believe this is the normal Note 10. We will have a Tech Talk video on the normal Note 10 very soon. Very, very soon. Very, very soon. You just reminded me. I had it in my notes. We're going to do one on this. This is great. And it pretty much, talks about the experience. Mihai gave me a shorthand one, right? Because we're on time. So we're gonna basically go with this. And he gave me like a short paragraph one because I think he kind of predicted that things would just go overrun, right? And in short, what he says is that it says that the Exynos chipset no longer delivers the same level of performance in some games as it did at launch. That may be because the games themselves are getting much more graphically intensive. Who knows? The Qualcomm versions might be better, but the Exynos handles One UI and regular apps just fine. The Pen app and also the Samsung Notes got better consistently through the Pen app, got layers and a bit late. The lack of 120 hertz is what you're probably going to feel, and obviously not having a proper dedicated zoom, only going up to 2x, is something that you're going to feel that's a bit dated now, which I kind of have to agree with. Not having at least 3x properly, yeah, you're going to feel a bit. And also purely subjective, but also the device is actually beautiful. He says it's not comfortable. Really? It's a 6.3-inch device, Mihai. You got midget hands? It says it's very slippery. That I agree with because they weren't doing their matte finishes then. And the matte finish really helped. And it says, although he only tested Asphalt 9. Ha! Got him. Basically, we'll do the opening paragraph and basically say that it's been a little over 2 years since the Galaxy Note 10 series was released. Incidentally, I've been using the base model Galaxy Note 10. I think that's a sleeper hit one, 1080p 60Hz, I think. And it's been daily driver since. And although my position at SamMobile allows me to try out various Samsung devices as soon as they're released, nonetheless, I usually stick to a 2-year upgrade schedule for my primary phone, not because of the temptation of upgrading M6, but because I believe it's a reasonable to expect a flagship phone to last that long. I agree. Really should be 3 years in my personal opinion. And the Note 10 being its daily driver for more than 2 years, it's going to be my last Note branded Samsung device. The Korean tech giant isn't releasing a new, it isn't. And the Galaxy S22 Ultra could end up being a spiritual successor, but we'll see. But again, we'll have to wait to, and again, the smaller Note not being there. I'm going to save that for a tech talk video. I'm going to line up one for it. Regardless, I kept the Note 10 for as long as I can, considering the Galaxy Note series on certain future now feels like the perfect time to look back and review the experience that I've had from the 2019 and it's past 2 years now, and why it's worth it or believe so by saying that my view on the Galaxy Note 10 hasn't changed at all over the past 24 months and would entirely be honest. And it's not all roses, so let's start with positive. Okay, yeah. So pretty much giving you the short form and highly recommend that you go check it. And also wish Mihai a happy birthday as well. Definitely. Definitely. We're going to round up the last conclusion part of the. I think Samsung are missing a trick by not having a more compact Note series device. And we will have a tech talk video, but I'm going to give you a preview. There is something about when I first held the base model Note 10, it was love at first sight. There's not many devices that I can say have given me the love at first sight feeling. And I kid you not, these are the experiences that go beyond the spec sheet. The first time I held the Note 10, the base Note 10, I instantly fell in love with it. I forgot that it had a 1080p display. I forgot it was 60 hertz. I forgot I had a 3500 milliamp hour. I forgot everything that would probably make me nitpick why the phone needs to be a certain way. And it just made me realize that there is a place for a compact Note. There is a place for a compact Note. And we would like to see one. We would like to see one. That's a conclusion that we'll give, and I will do a tech tour video on it. But oh my, you've had me for the hour. I've had fun for the hour. And we really, really appreciate you all. We really appreciate you all. We really appreciate first time super chat donors as well, man. We really appreciate the support, direct support to us. It means a lot. It means a lot. It means that you really do appreciate it. We really appreciate the concurrent viewers that are on here as well. 36 that we're finishing off, man. Thank you all for joining. And also, like we said, thank you for helping SamMobile hit 100,000 subscribers. We would not be able to do it without you all watching our videos, subscribing, turning on notifications, watching every new video, and just giving us the viewership and the subs that we need to get to where we are. We do it for you because we are your place for all things in the world of Samsung daily. Be sure to visit us at SamMobile.com. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and also on our Twitter and Instagram. The live show is back, people, so expect us pretty much every Friday. Whew. Hope you're well. Hope you're safe. I'm signing out, and I will see you next time during the week.